Hey guys, how's it going? DonScizor here, and today I'm bringing you the week 1 match for the IBC, the International Battle Competition against the Belgian Beldums. I recommend you guys before watching this to look at the team builder that went up yesterday, because that will give you a little bit of more side or more inside information on not only what I'm bringing, but why I'm bringing it and which movesets we are bringing on my Pokemon. I'm glad to see, though, however, that I got my predictions right regarding his team. Obviously, I was doubting between a few Pokemon, but his main threats are here. His main threats, in my opinion, being Tapu Koko, the Megalati, Excadrill, and Salazzle. And obviously, he's gonna bring Umbreon here for the Wish and the healing support. And Porygon Z is probably just gonna be here with Ice Beam and stuff like that. So nothing too special there. Looking at this team, however, I still feel pretty confident that we are going to win this match. And it's no difficult Pokemon that I'm going to lead with. Genesect is going to be my lead of choice for two reasons. I'm either thinking he's going to lead the Porygon or the Tapu Koko. If he leads the Tapu Koko and we outspeed it, I know Tapu Koko is not scarfed. And if he does outspeed us, and then we know that he is scarfed. If Porygon's coming, I know I'm going to be faster anyway. And I can just U-turn out of there for a huge amount of damage and go into something else if he didn't switch yet. So for me, you guys, Genesect is going to be my starting Pokemon. And I already discussed this in the DBC as well. I will be trying to do some more live battles also, because I think that's more fun to watch than just me discussing the replay. But it does happen sometimes that I'm not at home or that it's not convenient to record and stuff like that, so that I only have to do it with replays. But I promise you guys, if there's an option for me to record it live, then I will be doing it live for sure, because you will see my emotions during the match and you can see me calc and discuss what I'm doing during the match. And I think that's a really good insight, not only for me, but also for you guys. So without further ado, I've talked too much already before starting this, so let's get this party started. And as you can see, I lead with Genesect, as I already told you guys, and he comes in with the Porygon Z. And the good thing about Genesect as well, I talked about it in the draft recap, is he has the download ability, so we know right away where my opponent's weakness is. And we just U-turn out of here, the Florges. I'm predicting an Ice Beam or whatever. Or he goes for the Hidden Power, and it doesn't do much, so it's probably HP Fire. And that's what I was talking about in the team builder as well. That he either needs to bring HP Ice or whatever, but this is fine. He goes out into Excadrill right away, which is a pretty predictable switch on his part. And I decided to go Wish first, because I want to be in much health as possible. And Excadrill is probably gonna be like doing rocks of maybe even a setup. And I don't want that, so I decided to go into Pidgeot right away, because Pidgeot outspeeds. And we do have the Heat Wave on here for Excadrill, but he goes for Substitute actually. And didn't see him doing that, but that's fine by me, because he has to decide what he's going to do now. And we do get the intel that he's leftovers, so that's also good to know. I'm just going to Mega Evolve here and Heat Wave, because I don't want him to be setting up the entire time. So we break his Substitute right away, which is really good. And let's see what he's going to do. He's actually going for the Iron Head, which is fine by me. I knew it wasn't going to kill. We still have 40% left. This turn I could have Heat Waved, but I predicted that he was going to switch out because he wants Excadrill around, and he goes into Umbreon. Or I mean, I should have U-turned out of here, because that was what I was thinking during the match. But the way I play, you guys, if you don't have to take risk, you don't have to do it. So I translated that a little bit wrong, so that's my bad. So I just U-turn out of here right away. He's probably gonna Wish with his Umbreon or Protect or whatever, but he's not gonna Protect this turn. So he's gonna Wish first. And see, there it is. So it's gonna be a battle like this, where Florge is gonna Wish, Umbreon's gonna Wish. So the main thing for me right now to do is to get this Umbreon out of here as soon as possible, so that we can chip down his team without having to deal with the Wish support. I decided to go with Moonblast first, because even though I knew I was going into Excadrill, I wanted to lower that as possible. Or maybe if it would have stayed in, we would have gotten the kill on it if he would have predicted our Wish. but that's fine. So I'm going to protect here first to see if he goes for the Iron Head, but you guys can see that he's going for substitute again, and he's going to play the Bell this way. It's his good right to play it that way, but that's fine by me. Like I said, Iron Head is probably most likely here, so I decided to go in Genesect, giving me the attack boost. Iron Head, I eat an Iron Head, so that's fine by me. Could have gone into Tangela as well, but I think Genesect's more a better choice because it can do more damage. So you guys can see right now in a sec that I'm going to use Flamethrower, which will take away his substitute, and he's going for an Earthquake. So we know that he's Earthquake. We live on 1 HP, you guys. That's really insane that we lived on 1 HP, because now he has to decide what he's going to do. I'm going to just Flamethrower away. He goes into Umbreon, which is fine. We still have 1 HP left, and we have the Choice Scarf, so we're outspeeding most of his team anyway. So having that 1%, I don't think he has Stealth Rocks and Excadrill, because if he would have had Stealth Rocks, he would have used that right now. Because in that case, I would have stayed in and just sacked Genesect, but we can easily go into Tangela right now and see what he's going to do. He's just going to Wish again, which is fine by me. So I want to see what his Tangela switching is. It's probably going to be Salazzle, in my opinion, which is what I would expect. But he decides to go in Porygon Z, and he probably decides to go this way to get the health back on Porygon Z, which I don't blame him for. So I just decided to go for the Leech Seed here. There's no Satu on his field, and I can just get that off. It will lower his Porygon little by little, and that's fine by me. What I can do easily all day is go back to Florges, take his hit, probably has Ice Beam again, which I do expect on Porygon, and he shows it. So I know for now that Porygon has the Ice Beam, so we need to be careful for that. And with the Leech Seed and the leftovers, we're almost back to full again, so that's really good. He's probably going back into Excadrill, and he does. And this time, you guys, I think it's this turn. Yeah, this time I'm not fooling around. I predict the switch in, and I put a lot of pressure on him right now because he cannot substitute, obviously, because that will take down his Excadrill right away. And he needs to decide what he has to do over here. So he goes into Umbreon, fine by me, because what I only do is U-turn out of here, because I was predicting that, and if he even would have stayed in, I would have just had my Genesect left. And now we put a lot of pressure on his Umbreon, because Umbreon cannot do a Wish anymore, because it's too slow to do that. So he needs to decide to either sack Umbreon or to put in something else which will give me the advantage. He just protects here first, so pretty useless because he will only get some leftovers HP back. But if he stays in, we get the kill anyway. So that's fine by me if he protects. U-turn is my play every day. So he goes into Tapu Koko actually, and this is the perfect time for me to scout out what his Tapu Koko is actually. Because if he's Scarfed, we can reveal that right away. I mean, Genesect's only at 1%. It could be useful, but I need to know if this Tapu Koko is Scarfed or not. If it's not, we can take it out right away. And if it is, we have that intel on there, and it will be really easy. And he just shows the Dazzling Gleam right away with the faster, or being faster than Genesect. So we know for sure that he is Choice Scarfed. And now Floor just has a field day on him, because I can protect first to see what he will do with Tapu Koko later in the game. And after that, I can just go into a Pokemon which will be able to take that hit. And I decided to go here with Leech Seed first, because maybe he would have stayed in and do the Dazzling Gleam with Tapu Koko. But he goes into Umbreon. He wants one more Wish probably on his team, which I don't blame him for. And he does the Wish, but Tangela gets the first kill on our side of the field with the Giga Drain right now. So both got a kill, and I'm really happy that his Umbreon is gone, because that was the most annoying Pokemon on his team, being able to just Wish up everything. He doesn't have that option anymore now, so I'm perfectly fine. He goes into this again, probably to heal it back up again and to just Ice Beam. Florges is my switch in every single day. He doesn't have anything against this, so he can do whatever he wants to do, and I'm fine with that. It's annoying that he's back to 100% health again, but it's the last time, so I cannot be too bothered. Porygon obviously has recovered himself, and I predicted the switch in, to be fair, to the Excadrill, but I had to do Wish first, because I don't want to be crippling my Pokemon down as well. And if he wants to play that game, I can play that game too. And looking at the battle right now, I'm pretty much in a good position. Zygarde's here because Pidgeot is at too low of health. If he decides to Iron Head, we won't be able to take that hit. And he does Iron Head, so obviously Zygarde takes that very well, but Pidgeot doesn't. So that was a good move. And I was doubting here to go for Dragon Dance or for Thousand Arrows right away. But I decided, as you guys will find out now in 1 second, that I would go for the 1000 arrows, because that would have been a likely kill if he would have gone for substitute or whatever, expecting me to do the Dragon Dance. I decided to go right out here into floor just because I don't want to be taking an Ice Beam. But he recovers, so good play on his part to get that Porygon back again to 100% health, which is the game he's going to play. It's a really good strategy, but obviously it's an annoying strategy to play against because you have to be really patient and you have to think your turns out because it's going to be a long battle. But that's fine, you guys. So he obviously wants to win as well, so I cannot blame him for playing the Recover Wish game because I'm wishing around with Florges as well. So nothing that I can blame him for. So this time he goes with the substitute Extra Drill right away. And I'm just going to put pressure on him with Zygarde because I don't want to be dealing hits too much from him. But Zygarde with the 1000 arrows is just really useful because it gets away his substitute, and no matter what he does, we will live. He goes for the Earthquake this time, but we have 53% left, so we could take another one. But he probably doesn't want to stay in. He's probably going into his Porygon again this turn, which he actually does. So predictable switch. But I decided to go for 1000 arrows again, because there's no reason for me to do otherwise. We get a high roll this turn, thank God, because that means, because Porygon doesn't have leftovers, we can get the kill right away. So Porygon's gone. Another Pokemon we recover is gone on his end. We still have Zygarde in a good position. We still have Florges in a really good position. So I'm fine with this. So here's the Mega Latias. And obviously my switch in, dedicated switch in for this is going to be Florges to see if he Calm Minds or whatever. He just goes for an Ice Beam right away, so I'm fine with that. I can eat that up. I put a lot of pressure on him with Moonblast. He knows that I have Moonblast on this thing, so that's really scary for him. And I don't blame him for going out in the Extra Drill. I'm really surprised actually that he didn't bring in his Salazzle yet, because Salazzle puts a lot of pressure on obviously my Florges. It provides me not to be able to switch into Tangela, but that's the game he's playing. Like I said, there must be a reason for it. So he goes into Tapu Koko right now. I just go into Tangela right away because he can only do one thing. He goes for the Volt Switch. I don't mind because I have the Regenerator on here as well, so he can do that. And still not going into Salazzle because I was baiting him in, but he still is going for the Mega Lati. Get the knockoff off, but obviously that doesn't do quite that much. I could just go back into Florges again. Tangela getting some health back. Perfectly scenario for me. He goes directly again for an Ice Beam. If he wants to play this game, you guys, it's going to be a long game, but in the end, I'm pretty sure at this situation that we're in and that he's in, we can still win because he has Roost on here as well. So he has 2 Pokemon with Roost or Recover and 1 Wish support Pokemon. So fine by me if he wants to play that game. I do 57% all the time, and I will slowly but surely get his Mega Lati down. So he doesn't want to play that game, which is good on his end. He goes in Extra Drill again. So good play on his part again, but Extra Drill, as you guys can see, slowly but steady getting down to where I want him to be. He's almost at health, at the half, I should say, half health. So there we go. And again, I can just switch into Tangela on this thing. Yeah, Tangela is amazing. There's nothing he can do. He's just going for a substitute, lowering his health again, which is perfect. I can just Giga Drain here, break his sub, and there's nothing he wants to do against me. At least I think. But he just shows the Iron Head. I think Extra Drill, I'm pretty sure, gets Poison Jab. Not 100% sure, but like 95% sure. I'm really surprised that he didn't bring that, because that would put pressure on Tangela and on Florges. Because right now, this game, he wants to play the flinch game, but he's not going to win that, because this one doesn't flinch. We get the Giga Drain off, get some health back, and right now, he can do another substitute again, but we will break it right away, and he will only be at low health. So this turn, finally, he goes for the Salazzle. So I've been waiting for that a very long time, but he decides to show it right now. So we get the Giga Drain off, which is really good. I'm suspecting him to go for a fire type move here. So Arcanine is my dedicated switch in, and let's see what he does. If he goes for the fire type move, he goes for the hidden power, and probably HP ice, I guess, predicting the Zygarde switch in, but don't see why he did that. So that's a good scenario for me. Reveals the Sludge Wave, and I can just Flare Blitz first, and will do a lot to me as well, so that's why I'm packing Morning Sun as well. But at this range, Extreme Speed is going to get the kill, so no doubt in my mind that Extreme Speed will be the next play. We're getting some leftovers back, and as you can see, the Extreme Speed connects, and we get Salazzle off this field as well. So I'm really excited to see that the Arcanine play did work out the way I wanted it in the team builder. So right now, to be fair, he has 3 Pokemon left, I have 5 left. And I don't know what he wants to do, to be fair, but no matter what he wants to do, I'm fine with that. So first I go into Tangela. I could have gone into Florges as well, but Tangela obviously has Regenerator ability, and I know Coco cannot one-shot me. So he reveals the Dazzling Gleam, so right now I can easily go into Florges, because Florges will eat that up. And he goes for a Moonblast, or Dazzling Gleam, sorry. He goes for that again, so that's good then knowing he's Scarf, so I don't have to predict he's going for a Thunderbolt right now or whatever. So I'm in a good spot here. He goes into his Latias, probably predicting me to Wish or whatever. But I decided to go into Mega Pidgeot, because I thought maybe he's going to X-Ray again, and I just want to put some pressure on there. So I'm fine with this situation. He's just trying to put me in a position where I make a mistake on my end, because right now that's the only thing he can rely on. And I go into Florges here predicting like a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch. They would do next, but like I said, I can do Protect to see what he will do. And let's see, he goes for the, I think this was the Thunderbolt play he made. Yep, this is a Thunderbolt play. So right now, you guys, what I could do easily is go into Zygarde, because I resist Thunderbolt, and there's nothing he can do to that. But he switched into Mega Latios right away, so he predicted me as well. Obviously I don't want to be playing against this Mega Lati, so I have to switch out again, back into Florges. And this is just a game it's going to be in the end. He's going to recover, I guess, but, or yeah, with Roost, sorry. He can play this game all he wants, but it's just in my favor. Like I said, I just need to be patient, and I'm sorry you guys have to look at the battle this way, because the only thing he can do right now is just switch around and play the game like that. Obviously eat that Moonblast with his Tapu Koko, but Tapu Koko cannot take another one. Florges is here just to deal with that every single day of the week. And I decided to go with Protect first, just to see what he wants to do. And he goes into another Thunderbolt, and he probably could go Mega Latios again, but if I just Moonblast here, I know I can get the kill. I get the Para, unfortunately, so I'm hoping I can break through, but we do. So first up is Wish. Like I said, I want to be playing this game as safe as possible, so it's really important for me to get my Pokemon to a high health as well. So that's fine by me. And this turn I use Aromatherapy, because I don't want my Florges to be paralyzed during this game. So we do get back to 100%, and he still has his extra aura. He has the potential to substitute again, which is actually annoying, but we have Tangela here. 79% health left, so if he still wants to play that game, I'm fine. He goes for the Iodine straight away this time, probably realizing that substitute is not his dedicated play. And I can just Giga Drain here all I want, or Leech Seed, or whatever I decide to do. He goes into his Mega Latios again, My Legalatias, sorry. So I go for the lead seed here and crippling this Pokemon down as well. So he probably has to know by now as well that my Florges and Tangela are walls that he cannot break through, and it's just an easy game. Well, not an easy game, but if I play this game the way I'm playing it right now, because I still have Florges at 100% as well, he cannot break through this. He goes for the Volt Switch here, probably into Extra Drill, I guess, just to chip me down a little bit. He does go into Extra Drill, so that's the only thing he can do actually. So his Extra Drill is down to 41%, I think, with the leftovers back. Yeah, 41. So we're at 80. So I just have to wait. Again, going back in Tangland. That's why I love regenerating, you guys. I'm back at 100 now. So you can Iron Head again, back at 80, where I was. So that's fine. And right now, I don't know what he wants to do. It's almost at an end this battle. It's probably going to take like, I think, max 10 turns if I play this right. 10 to 15 turns. So I decided to go for lead seed first because I didn't know if it was going into Coco or whatever. So I just wanted to cripple it down slowly but surely. Even if he wants to go for a substitute right now, he will be taken down. So that's fine. He goes into Latios again. So I can deal with that. Getting a knockoff off as well. Back to 61. His Mega Latios obviously still has recovered. So we have to watch out for that. But I'm not too scared for that. So I want to go into Florges again, probably predicting an Ice Beam or a Recover, or like a Roost I mean, but he goes for the Ice Beam right away. I can eat that, so I'm fine with that. Getting the leftovers back, and he's in a really bad position with his whole team. So he goes for the Ice Beam again, probably predicting me to Wish. I guess that's what I would predict he was thinking, but I don't have any other reason to go for Moonblast. So Florges gets the kill on the Mega Latias right here. And right now it's just his Tapu Koko and his Extra Drill left. So it's pretty much a win for me. I already know that. Because differential can matter, I do want to prevail my 5-0. Obviously I could go easily and make it 4-0, but I just want to win 5-0. So he shows the Thunderbolt, which is fine by me. And what I'm actually thinking here, you guys, is I'm going in the Zygarde right now, but I want Tangela to get the kills because Tangela did really good, and I just love the way Tangela is for my team. Because right now, what I could have done is just easily 1,000 arrows right away with Zygarde and get both kills. I could have done that, but I just want Tangela to get kills because Tangela did really good at this range. It will kill both the Pokemon. He decides to go for an Iron Head. He would have not killed me anyway, because I was faster majority of the day. I think, yeah, I should be faster, but that's fine. So Tangela's here. Tangela will get the kills. I can assure you that by now. We get the kill with the Giga Drain right away. So Tapu Koko's down. And he only has the Extra Drill left, and one-on-one Tangela versus Extra Drill is a win-win situation for me. So I can already spoil you guys that we got the 5-0 victory, and I'm just even, as you can see, my opponent is saying good game already as well, because he knows the outcome of this match as well. Giga Drain almost takes it down, but we need another one. That's fine by me. So yeah, guys, we go in a 5-0 victory in week 1, which is really perfect. I'm just sad to see that Genesect couldn't make it through to the end of the game, but Genesect was useful in his way because he did reveal that Tapu Koko was scarfed, which made it a lot easier for me to deal with a Tapu Koko and to just switch around with his team and to be able to deal with that. I'm really excited that Arcanine, that play worked out very well because I got it here mostly for Salazzle, and me being able to deal with that Salazzle was just perfect. So I'm really happy that that worked out the way I wanted to. And it's always good, you guys, to start the season off with a victory, especially a 5-0 victory, because right now we're in the top of our division, and I hope we can stay up there. Because the top 2 teams in each division will go through to the playoffs. So having a 5-0 victory, like 6-0 would obviously be the best choice. But 6-0, I'm not playing for 6-0 because I always think that your opponent should get at least 1 kill. So 5-0 is just a perfect start to the season. Tangela, with all due respect, who was the MVP of this battle, getting 3 kills, I think. Yeah, 3 kills. So Tangela, besides being the wall, also being really useful taking out some Pokemon. So I'm really happy this match worked out, you guys. So leave a comment in the comment section down below what you thought of this battle. Obviously, in the end, it was just a little bit switching around with Wish and Tangela and stuff like that, just so I can prevail the 5-0. And he was trying to like hope for a mistake on my part so he could get it like 4-0, because there was no scenario, you guys, where he would have won in the end. Because Pidgeot was still there, Extreme Speed Arcanine was still there, Florges was at 100% health, so there was not a situation for him to win. But good game on his part as well. And like I said, leave a comment what you thought. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you love watching Draft League content, make sure you do, because you won't miss any of the content. Matches will always of the IBC will be live on the Fridays, and my team builders will always be up on the Thursdays. So for now, you guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.